Hello, Liz and YouTube. This is the third time I'm trying to record this. First time, my bottom half was only in frame. Second time, the top half was only in frame. So hopefully this is a little bit better framed. Yes. Liz, it was lovely to see you this week. I'm really excited that we get to do this again, and I have missed talking to you every week. I know it's been crazy for you, and it's been crazy for me, and I'm sure grad school and all that stuff was crazy for you. And I'm really excited to hear about your new internship, but I think it sucks that your computer hates you. My computer also hates you. Kate's computer committed seppuku about 2 months ago now. The motherboard melted. I think it caught fire probably. And my computer has not done that because it got dust cleaned out of it, but it's still on its last leg, so I'm officially looking into getting a new laptop. This past week I was teaching rocket science, a camp on rocket science, and there's like this difficulty when you're doing science camps where you're trying to decide between fun and having them have fun and teaching them something, and this week was an exercise in cutting out activities so that they could finish the ones that they were working on, because let me tell you, 7th through 9th graders, many of whom had legitimate behavioral problems, like they needed someone else to be there, or they needed someone next to them all the time to help them just control their energy and stay on task. When you have a class of 15 and 7 of them have problems like that, the ones who don't have problems are not getting all of the attention they should be getting, because all of your attention is going to the ones who do need extra help, and no one finishes their from scratch bottle rockets. That is what I am getting to here. And then I was in charge of 2 field trips, and that was just stressful. It is the most stressful thing I have ever done in my life. Ever. Like, interviews, tests for quantum mechanics were not as stressful as being in charge of children and being in charge of making sure they got food and got to the place they're supposed to go and all of that. And I wasn't even planning the field trips. I was just doing them and getting the tickets and stuff and touching base with people, and so much respect for people. I've been on the other end. I've been on the receiving end of the field trips where we help the people who get there and sort them out and all of that. And now I have so much more respect for the job that I was doing in California, where you go onto the bus and you greet them and you tell them exactly what's going on and where they need to be and what you're going to be doing, because that just takes so much stress off of the lead chaperone. Now, having been a lead chaperone, so much more respect for how my place did it. Let's just say that the Kennedy Space Center, not so much, but I did get to see Space Shuttle Atlantis. It was really cool, and I only have one picture because I was being a good chaperone and watching children and not so much exploring the exhibits myself. But I will put that picture in here. It's not a very good picture, I know, but they did a really amazing job with the exhibits, and I really liked the facility a lot. But yeah, they were not the most helpful in terms of getting my kids off the bus and making sure that everything went smoothly, and don't take coolers there, they're not allowed, and apparently that's not any documentation anywhere, so that was frustrating. But the week is over, and it is the weekend, and I have next week off, and I'm going to be taking care of getting my visa together to go to England in the end of September, and yes, so I am looking forward to talking to you all summer and hopefully into the fall, although I will understand if grad school gets us on both sides. But I missed you, Liz, and I was excited to hear from you, and I will see you next week.